You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Tuesday to you, sir.
Hey, right back at your little small face. How you doing, John? Good?
I am good. How are you doing, Dan?
I'm okay.
That good, huh?
Heidi, you checking in? What's happening
I'm well,
in Heidi World?
thank
Yeah? Yeah? All right, cool. Groovy. I'm glad we could tie a neat little bow around that whole thing. Happens to be National Ancestor Appreciation Day.
Okay.
So go back in history, right?
Yeah.
You know, you can trace your family roots and all that. There's little programs you can buy.
You ever done that?
Fascinating thing about that, I got a call, would have been probably 7-8 years ago, from my son, Luke. He goes, yeah, I'm doing this family history thing. He goes, was your dad really in the mafia?
Oh, wow.
It's like, I used, saying things that aren't true is just kind of fun for me, and I've been lying to my children forever. And I was a little taken back by it. He said, what? It was, your dad. Because my kids never met my father. He passed fairly young.
Right.
But he was technically part of the Polish mafia out of northeast Minneapolis. was a whole different deal. I said, well, no, he wasn't really. Why do you bring it up? He goes, well, trace family history. He said, I can't
find him.
I can't get beyond my dad. I went, oh, okay. And the explanation is this. My grandmother on my father's side actually emigrated here out of Warsaw, Poland, World War II. Things were not good
Right.
Yeah.
in Poland, so she made the hiatus through Ellis Island and all that kind of thing. They switched up our last name
Yeah.
a little bit, and then as the family got resettled in Minneapolis, actually there were 2 different spellings of the name being used. Depending. To this day, I have relatives that are blood relatives, first cousins and everything, that have my last name, but it's spelled a little different.
Yeah.
Right.
The last person to actually know the official last name on my dad's side are long gone.
Oh.
Right.
And so there's really no way to trace it past my father's generation. So it just kind of gets stuck there.
Well,
It kind of surprises me that your son was doing like a genealogy type of. He doesn't seem like the type.
No, he doesn't, does he?
No.
No, but he was.
What does that even mean? I don't know what that.
But I just loved the question. Was your dad really in the mafia? Because then he figured, well, if he was, then there's going to be all these records that are destroyed. Just hilarious. But yeah, it's kind of sad that we can't get beyond that, because who knows? I'm sure we were Polish royalty.
Probably.
What?
I'm sure.
I'm saying most likely. Yeah, I agree.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and my head's kind of heavy. So there you go, Ancestor Appreciation Day. All right, birthdays today. She's completely out of her mind. Gwyneth Paltrow is 50
She
today.
is, actually.
She's a little bit crazy lately.
Yeah, there you go. You want to do a little something for Gwyneth on her birthday? Buy one of her candles. or
No, thank
don't.
you.
Don't light it.
American statesman, founding father, and yes, he actually was a beer guy, Samuel Adams.
Yeah. Now they named a beer after him.
Yeah, well, his family was involved in beer way back in the day.
Nice.
Yep, true story. And John, Heidi, I know you have a big affection for this guy, entertainer, singer, Marvin Lee Aday.
Marvin Lee Aday.
Call himself Meatloaf.
Oh, yeah. So I was trying to figure out We both did really like Meatloaf.
Yeah, he just passed at the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
It was very sad.
Actually, yeah.
I loved watching him on Celebrity Apprentice. That was him and Gary Busey. You put those two in a room and
It was crazy.
it's magic.
Yeah, I saw an interview with him, actually. It was recorded shortly before he passed. And yeah, fascinating guy. He actually didn't sing and couldn't sing, but he was on a track and field team in high school. He took a shot to the head,
Yeah,
somebody
you were
throwing a
telling
shot
me
put.
that.
He got hit in the head with a shot put.
That's crazy.
And when he got up, he could sing.
Isn't that nuts?
Or did
That's
sing, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, or I could be just making
Amazing
it up. We don't know.
voice. Holy cow, he had an amazing voice.
Absolutely.
Should we do a little dramatic reading from the 19-
Yes,
yeah,
please.
1977 classic from Bat Out of Hell, Little Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Oh,
Okay, here we go. Dim the lights. Let me sleep on it, baby, baby. Let me sleep on it Let me sleep on it. I'll give you an answer in the morning. Let me sleep on it. Baby, baby. Let me sleep on it. Let me sleep on it.
Woo!
Thank you.
Do you know the significance of that song with my beautiful bride Heidi and I?
How would I possibly know? That sounds kind of personal, John.
During that song, it's the first time she ever kissed me.
That is not true, even a little
It
bit.
is too. We were dancing to that song and she kissed me.
No.
I was like, whoa, what's it? I
A,
hardly
can't
know
imagine you
lady.
dancing. B,
you don't
and
want
really
to.
can't imagine anybody kissing you. So. Guess there might have been a little hooch involved in that whole thing.
It was at a bar. I
Yep,
was liquored up. I want to remember
It was 1908. Henry Ford, you know him, you love him. 1908, this very day, Henry Ford's first Model T automobile leaves his plant in Detroit, Michigan.
How cool is that? That changed the world, man.
And prices had never been lower.
Yes. And they took it to a fairgrounds and did a big sale.
Huge. 1954, landmark late evening talk variety program. The Tonight Show premieres.
Oh, yeah. Steve Allen?
Yeah, it was simply called Tonight.
Tonight
And it was
was
Steve
Okay.
Allen, who, for my money, was one of the funniest,
Funny guy.
greatest entertainers ever.
Yeah.
Following Steve Allen, in case you don't know, was Jack Parr.
Jack Parr.
Followed
yeah.
by Johnny Carson.
Johnny drove that bus for a long
Johnny,
time.
baby.
Followed by Jay Leno.
Yeah.
Then remember Conan O'Brien
Yeah.
for a while.
And then Jay Leno again.
Then Jay Leno again, which was weird. And now, of course, it's Jimmy Fallon.
Oh,
So,
yeah. My favorite of all of those, and I know there's many of them that were amazing. My favorite is still Johnny Carson.
And I still,
Just
you know,
love
Johnny
him.
was great. And
Love
certainly
him.
served the longest term there, but I still enjoy Steve Allen clips.
Jay Leno had to be close to the same amount of time. I don't know how many years he was on, but it had to be close to Johnny.
I could find out, but I absolutely
Yeah, I
don't
don't.
want to.
I don't know that I care that much.
Things. I'm still stuck on you making out to Paradise by the
Oh
Dashboard.
yeah.
Which Heidi denies, which is the best. She's
Well,
going,
that's
yeah, never happened, dude. Never happened.
It did. I've got photos and videos.
All right. Well, I know, you know, and I'm a little queasy. We all know. And we can just jump ahead here.
Gonna do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many of our guests. This year, we have more icons and more fun. Culture Club, The Cult, Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Graham, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort in Cancun, Mexico. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with a comedian. We're going to be chatting with the gentleman who will be in Sioux Falls on Thursday, this Thursday at Lucky's Bar, downtown Sioux Falls on Phillips Avenue. They just completely renovated the place, and the lower level, they've got a really cool venue there, and they're going to have a comedy show on Thursday. And I've got the comedian. His name is Dave. Am I saying the last name right? Dave Piss?
That is correct. That is the name, Dave Piss. Thank you. And I didn't know the bar did all that nice stuff. You know,
yeah.
Gussed up the place just for me. I feel really special.
They
I'm
really
excited
did.
to see Sioux Falls. It's going to be a ruin tune good time. I'm pumped.
And your voice is a little crackly right now because you've been on the road on this tour. You said you actually lost your voice for a little bit, didn't you?
I lost my voice kind of right now. I'm kind of recovering. I'm on my fourth glass of green tea right now. That's how high energy these shows have been. We've been going nuts. The crowd was dancing last night at the end of my set. I'm having a good time. I'm partying hard, and I want to bring that energy to Sioux Falls. You know what I'm saying? I'm really excited for Thursday.
Absolutely. I'm excited for it as well. It'll be one of the first comedy shows that they've had in this facility in a long, long time. And I know back in the day they used to do comedy down there quite a bit, but this is really cool. New owners, new everything, and super excited to have Dave. Now, how long have you been a comedian, Dave?
I've been doing it a few years. You know, I moved to Star City not that long ago. I'm from Sarasota, Florida, and I'm just really trying to, try some new stuff. We've been doing some high energy stuff, but then I've been working with my buddy DJ Bachelor's degree, and now we got the music incorporated in the set, and it's a really, I can't explain it. It's just a whole vibe, I'm doing a whole vibe thing. It's not even comedy anymore.
It's a little bit of everything, isn't it?
It's a party. It's a good time, and I know it's going to be pumped on Thursday. It's going to be really good at Lucky's.
And if folks would like to come out and join you, it's this Thursday. What time does the show start Thursday at Lucky's?
I believe it's 8 p.m. I can pull it up right now if you want.
Yeah.
I got my phone playing. Yeah, it's at 8 p.m., and I think tickets are $10. So
Very
there's
nice.
an event. All right, you can get them at the door. I think there's still some available. There are going. So try and get them as soon as possible. But this Thursday, it's on one night only. Me, I got DJ Bachelor's Degree. My good friend Alicia Rain's hosting the show. She's got some locals also going to be rocking out. It's going to be a real good time.
Very nice. It's this Thursday, Lucky's Bar, downtown Sioux Falls on Phillips Avenue. And again, our guest right now, Dave Piss, he is a comedian that goes all over the country and does all kinds of fun stuff. We're excited to have you here in Sioux Falls.
No one's more excited than me. Thank you so much for letting me come and plug it on the show, John. This means a lot to me. It's going to be a good time. I hope to see you Thursday.
I hope to see you as well. And I'm excited that you had enough voice to do the interview. I was really concerned because I'm on social media. I'm like, oh no, he lost his voice. That's not good. That does not make for a good radio interview.
I literally, this is the first time I'm even speaking out loud today. We found out what my voice sounded like together. So
there you go. Well, it worked out good.
Too gravelly, but I know it's going to be good by Thursday. I'm going to heal up. I'm going to, do some meditation, get my head together, but I'm definitely not talking tonight. The show I had tonight is postponed, but everything else on the tour is going ahead of schedule. No shows are getting canceled. Everything's going to be good. I will mime for an hour if I have to. I'm not losing my voice. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. We will see you Thursday. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, sir. You have a great day.
Thank you. You too, man. I see you Thursday. All right, bud?
Absolutely. Again, Dave is a comedian. He'll be in Sioux Falls this Thursday at Lucky's Bar, Phillips Avenue, downtown Sioux Falls. All of the details can be found at SiouxFallsComedy.com.
If you watch the news, you've probably heard about interest rate hikes and other financial factors that could make you a bit nervous. At BetterCreditCards.com, we continue our commitment to help you get a better credit card. On the website, BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
Yeah. It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Tuesday?
When you boil it down, the rich and famous, they're just like us.
Yeah.
They are. The way they live their lives and whatnot, it's kind of interesting. You can think, oh, well, they're so far above us at everything they do. But no. And this is kind of a sad story. Paris Hilton.
Okay.
Well, I'm a big fan of, because why wouldn't you be?
Are you?
No one's worked harder to achieve what she's achieved.
This is true.
You know what I mean?
Really?
Nose to the grindstone, up early, burning the midnight oil.
Yes.
I don't any of that.
It's kind of sad. Came across a little posting from her that she threw out there on Friday. Her dog Diamond Baby has gone missing.
Oh no!
Oh,
it's her little chihuahua.
She loved that dog. Yeah.
Are you kidding? Well, let's get into it. Here's what's going on. So Paris, her pooch is on the lam apparently. Chihuahua Diamond Baby shared on Instagram on Friday, said it's been now at this point over a week. Diamond Baby is still missing.
Yikes.
This has been one of the most painful experiences of my life. I miss her so much. Feel like part of me is gone without her next to me. She's offering a $10,000 reward for anyone with information. No questions asked.
Wow. That really doesn't seem like much considering how much money she's got in the bank. And if the dog really does mean that much to her.
That's kind of what I was thinking. But, $10,000 is $10,000. That's pretty cool.
Okay, and again, I'm not here to judge.
No, I understand.
Say your little fake dog, Carl, Cassie, whatever you call it, say it went missing. What are you going to pony up for an award?
The best $10 bill I could find.
I would give the entire amount of my wallet and
I already
bank
said
account,
$10. That's all.
Which is about $18 a package of beef.
We don't have much, Dan.
See, that's what I mean.
But I would.
But
be
it would be
grateful.
everything that I have.
It's not like she's not investing on some other levels, though. She has contracted and secured not one, not two, three, four, five, but 6 credible pet psychic communicators. What?
Has she tried to hire Dog, the bounty hunter?
Whole different
Ace
deal.
Ventura.
Friends are looking high and low. This really is kind of a national thing at this point. My guess is this. Diamond Baby took a look around, saw an opportunity to escape, and went,
Diamond Baby's been a post dog for a long time.
I'm gone. And here's the thing, and I was talking to somebody just the other day, I saw posted, actually it was a little post at the gas barrel. which I frequent. By the way,
Right.
you can save a dime a gallon every time with DinoPay, which is fantastic.
It is very, very cool.
There's a little posting for a missing cat.
Oh.
And I started laughing. 'Cause I'm a former cat guy.
Yeah.
Did a lot of stuff with cats back in the day. Cats don't go missing. They simply don't
leave
want to
you.
live with you anymore.
That is true.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works.
So, yeah, it's not a missing cat. It's they found a better gig.
They found something.
It's not
else.
you, it's
A
me
better gig.
wanting to go somewhere else.
Kind of like Ferris's dog Diamond Baby.
Probably.
So, yeah, I just thought I found it kind of interesting.
I can see why. I also, Heidi, find it interesting.
I find it interesting.
3 out of 3, Dan. You're doing good. I just love it when Heidi's blatantly honest. She's like, not really. I didn't like it at all.
Quite frankly, Dan kind of bored me to tears with that whole thing.
Boo.
Boo. Down with Dan. Down with Dan. Good.
All right. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow is a Wednesday. You know what that means.
Giving stuff away, baby.
Yes. And last week was the final week of giving away tickets for Generation Radio because the concert is over now.
Understand that was a good
Saturday. It
show.
was an amazing
You guys were
show.
out there.
Oh, it was a good show.
Such a good show. But we've got other great things to win, and what we're giving away right now are some digital download codes for a movie. It's called The Fall, and it's
Our son went to it.
Yeah,
At
our
the
son
theater,
went
said
to
it was
at the theater.
amazing.
And
The Fall.
he was
Yeah.
wanting us to come with because this film was shot in like super wide screen. It's done
Apparently,
in
it's a big deal.
such
It'll be
a
a 70 millimeter.
yeah, 70 millimeter, and then it was done like Panavision or whatever. And he was like, "Oh, I want to see it on the big screen." So, but I want to see it on our TV at home because that's where I'm most comfortable.
And you can do it, in your underwear.
Yeah, exactly. You can do that too, not with me, but with yourself. If you want to win, go to the website, sunnyradio.com. You'll see a button that says click to win tickets and other stuff. It's on there. The Fall. Register, and we'll see if we can make you a winner tomorrow. You would be officially our first winner because we're going to start this now and run it for a week or so. But go on and sign up again at sunnyradio.com.
While other wireless companies raise their prices, Mint Mobile has taken a different approach. You can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Let's say that again so you hear it right. $15 a month for unlimited premium wireless. Why would we do that? Because we can. If you're paying too much for your wireless phone, it's time for a Mintervention from Mint Mobile. You can sign up today at Mintervention.com. Premium wireless for just $15 a month at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, September 27th, 2022. Equities began the week on a solid footing, but early gains Monday quickly evaporated. The S&P 500 closed with a loss for the day and just above the summer lows, which is the key level to watch this week. If the index slips below this level, the market could begin to pick up momentum on the slide to new lows. In that scenario, the S&P 500 could fall to the 3,500 level or lower. One catalyst that could lead to such a move is the PCE price index on Friday. The index is expected to accelerate on a core basis in both the month-to-month and year-over-year comparisons. This data would support the need for another aggressive FOMC interest rate hike, and it could come in hotter than expected. While gas prices have come down from their peak, the rise in fuel prices and other commodities is still working its way through the economy and is underpinning core consumer-level inflation. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.